The gang violence in the rap scene today has reached a new peak. In the late 90s, gang violence remained among the rappers, and it never got deep-rooted in the rap scene. But the same cannot be said for modern-day rap. Not only are these notorious rappers gangsters who go after each other's lives, but they also rep their sets boldly in the rap scene. One of the most feared sets in the rap scene in the industry today is the infamous Chicago O-Block set. The history of gang violence in O-Block has found its way into the rap scene, and many rappers fear for their lives. O-Block history. The Chicago O-Block is popularly known in the rap industry today as one of the most dangerous places in the whole of Chicago.
We discovered it wasn't in Inglewood or the West Side. It is actually the 6400 block of South Martin Luther King Drive on the edge of the Woodlawn community.
It's dangerous out here, man. If you ain't from here, don't come here. Please don't. It's real. It's hectic.
O-Block, which was formerly known as Parkway Gardens, located on the 6400 block of South King Drive, got its name after a tragic violent situation. After several gang wars in the area, the block is now known by many names: WIIIC City, Toontown, Kettle World, Sheroid Squad, Whitey Gang, Moona Gang, Stretch Gang, City of Heck, and Get Back Gang. All of these names are names of gang members of O-Block Black Disciple Gang that lost their lives as a result from their gang wars. The popular name today, O-Block, was also gotten after the passing of one of O-Block's gang members, O.D. Perry. O.D.'s tragic passing was significant, and it led to so many losses of lives in O-Block and other rival gangs. O-Block was a Black Disciple set, while their rival gang, Gangsta Disciples, were on the 63rd block, which they named Tukaville after Tuka, a member of 63rd who O.D. Perry assassinated. The war between the gangs began after a kid at the time, Wooski, a member of the Gangsta Disciples on the 63rd block, lived in the O, which was the Black Disciple set, because that was the set where his parents lived. Wooski refused to join the Black Disciples, and he remained loyal to the Gangsta Disciples. This caused him to have beef with the members of the Black Disciples set at O-Block. The beef between the blocks heated up in 2010 after Wooski took out a Black Disciple, Reezy, on O-Block where he lived. The elimination caused Wooski to move out of O-Block and into the 63rd block because the Black Disciples at O-Block wanted him unalive. After Wooski took out Reezy, a huge war started between the two sets, and in no time, other gang sets joined in the war, such as Jero City, Taekwon World, 600, and Front Street. The Black Disciples did all they could to get Wooski, and when they couldn't get it done, they took it out on other Gangsta Disciples members. Trey 5, an O-Block and Black Disciple member who was currently in prison, hit and eliminated Marcus, a member of the Gangsta Disciples. Since then, a lot of eliminations and retaliations have happened between the blocks. It was during these retaliations that O.D. Perry and Tuka were eliminated. On January 12, 2011, a member of the Gangsta Disciples, Tuka, was eliminated, and the Gangsta Disciples believed that it was done by O.D. Perry, who was from O-Block. A couple of months after Tuka's birthday, the Gangsta Disciples had their revenge when their best hitter at the time, Jakira Barnes, aka K.I., hit O.D. 3 times. Jakira was Tuka's best friend, so Tuka's passing was very personal to her. Almost everyone on O-Block loved O.D., so they all felt his passing so badly that they named the Parkway Gardens after him to honor him forever. Now everyone in Chicago and around the world knows this infamous block as O-Block. OTF A-Roy, Assassination. In the space of 2 years between 2020 and 2022, the rap industry has come to know several people involved in the O-Block story. And in 2022 alone, these people have made O-Block even scarier than it was when the world first heard about it. One of the scariest stories that have come out of O-Block in recent times is the broad daylight assassination of OTF A-Roy. On December 14th, 2021, A-Roy, who was one of the deadliest hitters on O-Block, was assassinated right in O-Block. The sad incident of A-Roy's passing was captured on camera as nobody expected it to escalate to the extent that it did. A-Roy and another man got involved in a fight with two teenagers, Munamond and Lil Mike. The fight between the men and the teenagers started because the teenagers had tried to defraud A-Roy. While the fight was going on, a woman who lived on the block went on Facebook Live. The video seemed to be captured from inside the building just above the parking lot. A-Roy was seen pummeling the man and shouting, "I'm a grown man, I'll you up," while throwing some punches at him. The teenager lay on the ground without a fuss as A-Roy was over him, screaming. After beating up the teenager for a while, A-Roy tried walking away from the fight, but before he could make it far away from his hitman, the teenager, who was identified as Munaman, stood up from the ground and pulled out a from his jacket. A bare-chested A-Roy had no defense nor cover as the hitman plunged no less than half a dozen bullets into A-Roy at close range. OTF A-Roy's assassination is the most recent in a long string of crimes that have happened in O-Block since the area became popular in the rap scene. Several other rappers have lost their lives in the never-ending gang beef between the members of O-Block and rival gangs. Rappers who lost their lives. The ongoing gang war in O-Block has been on the scene for at least a decade. While many rappers who are members of these gangs rise to prominence in the rap industry, they rise along with their gang beef. For this reason, the rap industry has seen several rappers lose their lives due to the gang violence in O-Block. Some of these rappers that have lost their lives to gang violence include King Von, FBG Duck, and many more. FBG Duck's assassination was the first major case of gang violence in retaliation to music beef in the Chicago rap scene. Shortly before he was assassinated, FBG Duck made a rap music video for his song, Dead, where he made derogatory statements toward deceased members of the O-Block Black Disciples, a rival gang of the 63rd Gangsta Disciples gang. Among those insulted in the video was Odie Perry, namesake of the O-Block faction of the Black Disciples. In the song, FBG Duck rapped, said I wasn't gon' diss the dead and okay, I did it. But T-Roy and Odie, them dead. He also said in another verse, I know you heard about Lil Boo. Yeah, they left his by a tire. Bullets was hitting him. He was singing like Mariah. Yeah, you heard about Sheroid? I know that hurt the heart. God. He probably walking listening to his iPod. God. Yeah, you heard about Lil Steve? Yeah, I heard about that too. But no, he a pack too. FBG Duck called a lot of names on the song, and barely a week later, he was down by men believed to be O-Block gang members. On August 4th, 2022, FBG Duck was banged while standing in line in front of a high-end clothing store in the front block of East Oak Street, according to police. According to reports, 2 cars, a dark Ford Fusion, and a gray Chrysler 300 pulled up, and 4 jumped out and opened fire at about 4:30 p.m. O-Block, risky gang violence. The crime rate in O-Block is so high that rappers are advised not to visit the area for their own safety. O-Block is far from being a safe place, and one of its popular rappers, Lil Durk, has even advised some rappers to stay away from O-Block. The Chicago-born and raised rapper advised his fellow rappers out of care and concern for their lives that visiting O-Block was something they would have to risk their lives to do. During an interview, Lil Durk spoke about O-Block, and he revealed that Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill asked him a while ago if he could accompany him to the Chicago area. Durk's answer was quite direct, as he advised him to go at his own risk. According to Lil Durk, he wasn't going to tell Meek Mill not to come, but the best advice he could give Meek was that it would be at his own risk to go to O-Block.
Man, Meek told me that. Meek told me that a long time ago. He like, I want to come to your hood. I'm like, you at your own risk, bro. I'm not for to tell you like, you good, bro.
Right. Go
I'm
up.
not even good. Yeah,
This shit can go, this shit can go up. It is over. Nah.
Like, I had to tell him, like, that just made me extra hard.
As much as rappers are advised to go to O-Block at their own risk, some rappers have risked their lives to be on the infamous street of O-Block. Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine made a viral video of himself walking on the streets of O-Block and claiming the gang couldn't touch him. He went on to also claim that the streets of O-Block were empty and the gang couldn't pull up on him.
Block right here, this what y'all wanted me in Chicago. O-Block right here. I shit call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. What the f*** niggas at? Niggas ain't outside. It's only 10 p.m. What the f*** niggas at?
6ix9ine going to O-Block at that time was him taking a jab at Lil Durk, who had just lost his cousin Newski to the Chicago and gang violence. King Von reacted to it at the time.
That shit with 6ix9ine ain't cool. Oh no, they got this man running around. It's funny. Yeah, that's funny as shit. It ain't funny, gang. This man, cause it's like this. I don't know, gang. I don't give no fuck about 6ix9ine. I don't know. But he told them all type of people, gang, and they people locked up, and his people, family members and shit. And people gotta take care of them people. And them people got kids, and them people, you know, it's like he done told them. After heard he told them a lot of people, like so.
He wasn't very aggressive while addressing 6ix9ine, but he was clear that what 6ix9ine did wasn't very cool. The truth behind O-Block deadliest hitman. The word O-Block has become dreaded in the rap industry today. Many rappers fear for their lives around other rappers from O-Block, as sharing beef with such rappers is a one-way ticket to 6 feet under. However, many rappers are beginning to break free from their fear of O-Block. To begin with, after Tekashi 6ix9ine walked in and out of O-Block alive and unscathed, some rappers begin to worry less about the gang violence in O-Block. Things changed even more after many people learned the truth about O-Block's deadliest hitman before his passing in November 2020. O-Block rapper King Von was considered to be one of the deadliest hitters in O-Block. King Von, who was nicknamed Grandson, allegedly banged a lot of people from their rival gangs, including a young girl known as Yachty Barnes. Yachty Barnes, aka K.I., was a teenage gang member of the 63rd gang known as Gangsta Disciples. She had a brewing relationship with King Von at the time, who opened up that he liked her and he wanted her to leave the gang life.
I was trying to fuck up. Yeah, I was trying to fuck us. I was like, damn.
The exact text was something along the lines of, when it's all over with, I'm gonna get up in you or something. Does that sound about right?
That's something, that sound raw, so yeah, I be saying raw. Yeah, I probably did say that. I called Yachty on the phone too.
Yachty, on the other hand, didn't believe that King Von actually liked her. According to Yachty's best friend, she believed that King Von only wanted to end her, and he didn't like her to date her.
He liked her as a girlfriend?
Yeah, he wanted to be her boyfriend. She just felt like he was trying to set her up and kill her. That's what she told me. She like, I think he just trying to kill me. He don't like me. What's the like?
It wasn't long before Yachty's death was being mocked online.
Yachty was way more invested in the gang life than building a life with King Von, as she was regarded as the deadliest assassin in Tukaville, aka 63rd. In fact, she was believed to have been responsible for the passing of Odie Perry. 3 years after Yachty allegedly took out Odie Perry, she was hit on her way to a party. She lost her life due to the injuries sustained from the It was, however, believed that King Von, who was O-Block's deadliest hitter, was responsible for her passing. The story of Yachty's body being on King Von's street credit moved on and on until he became a famous rapper. This assassin, people in the industry fear him and O-Block the more. Not only was he the deadliest hitter on O-Block, but he also unalived the deadliest assassin of his rival gang. However, almost 2 years after King Von passed, some new information has come to light that shows that not only was King Von as deadly as the rap scene painted him to be, but he also wasn't powerful enough to hit Yachty as she would have him hit first. In April 2022, rapper King Lil J, who was incarcerated for 8 years, was released from prison. King Lil J is known to be affiliated with 63rd and the Gangsta Disciples. However, he was good friends with King Von while they were both in jail.
So he was your boy before all the happened?
It was my shorty. Even in the county too, it was my shorty. It wasn't on shit though, you know.
Yeah.
That was my shorty though.
And what was the relationship like though? Like, was y'all tight, or was it just you knew him from around the way, or?
Nah, we wasn't gonna hang around. We wasn't gonna hang around each other, but that was my shorty though, man. He was straight.
King Lil J had an interview where he revealed the truth about O-Block's deadliest assassins. While everyone believes King Von was O-Block's deadliest who ended Yachty's life, King Lil J revealed that King Von would never have been able to eliminate Yachty as she would have taken him out first.
K.I. know each other. Do you know him and K.I. at the time? They're kind of, you know.
That was false, man.
So, okay, so they not.
K.I. would have tell man. She trying to something, man. K.I. don't worry about no dick, none of that. Why should we talking to this goof? He used to be dirty as hell, man. K.I. motherfuckers got standards out here, man. Stop that.
Although there are official documents claiming that King Von actually ended K.I., King Lil J stood by his words and said King Von could never have done it. And in fact, he didn't do it.
People are saying King Von, you know, he ended K.I.
See, knocked off, man. Hell no, that's false, man. They need to go put that shit, the rest of that bogus shit they putting out there. That's false right there.
Although both King Von and K.I. may be late, many people began when King Lil J's information came out to doubt the street credit of King Von, the supposed king of O-Block.